Roar. Hold on tight.
Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman. It's really exciting. Soon, very soon.
This is real, brother. This is wrestling.
Out of the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
One fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing from St. Joseph, Missouri, weighing 252 pounds, Mike George. From Nashville, Tennessee, weighing 313 pounds, Buzz Tyler. From Portland, Oregon, weighing 229 pounds, Jesse Barr. And from Reno, Nevada, weighing 253 pounds, Dick the Bruiser. Referee Joe Tangaro and Lee Warren.
Can you imagine how Jesse Barr feels right now? His partner is none other than Dick the Bruiser, and how's that for a surprise? Sam Muchnick finding time in the busy schedule of the Bruiser, so it's the Bruiser and Jesse Barr against 313-pound Buzz Tyler and Mike George. The Bruiser takes a quick look at Mike George, and he's squared off with a big, big man. The Bruiser almost daring George to do something from behind. Mike George telling Buzz Tyler something. Tyler outweighing the Bruiser by about 60 pounds. The Bruiser twists the arm of big Buzz Tyler. Tyler says, hey, the Bruiser looked at the flower on the trunks of Tyler. I think he wanted to rip that flower right off the tights of Buzz Tyler. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get that flower embroidered on the tights of Buzz Tyler and rip off the flower. Probably reminds him of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Of course, Flair has butterflies embroidered on some of his tights. And what a Donnybrook that will be when it's Dick the Bruiser against Nature Boy Ric Flair in a lumberjack match. Other wrestlers from the card surrounding the ring. And if either the Bruiser or Flair go outside, they'll be pitched right back in. That came, of course, at the request of Dick the Bruiser after his last battle against Ric Flair. Ended in a draw because both men were counted out outside the ring. Flair dove out of the ring a few times, especially right at the finish. Finally, the Bruiser ran out after him. The Bruiser says, "Give me a knee to Jesse Barr." And Barr's knee is up there for the head of Mike George. Here's young Jesse Barr, the forearm smash at the urging of Dick the Bruiser. Barr twisting the arm of George. An elbow smash to the shoulder of Mike George. George pulled the hair of Barr to yank him down. Tag is made to Buzz Tyler. Tyler with a kick to the back of Barr. Tyler slamming that forearm into the back of Jesse Barr and spinning the arm around. What a pair of main events that is coming up. The lumberjack match, of course, between Dick the Bruiser and Nature Boy Ric Flair, plus Ken Patera defending the Missouri State title against Ted DiBiase. DiBiase has been hot, especially since that tremendous stalemate DiBiase had against Patera when the time limit ran out in that match. Patera was trapped in the figure 4 leg lock. DiBiase felt that if there had been another 30 seconds or so in the match, Patera would have had to give up or suffer severe damage to the knee. But Patera did not quit. He retained the Missouri State title, and DiBiase has been blazing ever since, in particular that tremendous win against King Kong Brody, a man who had never been pinned in St. Louis by anyone other than the world champion until Ted DiBiase turned the trick. Brody, a bloody mess after a brawl outside the ring with DiBiase, and then DiBiase trapped Brody with a front rolling cradle. Look at that bridge by Jesse Barr. Beautiful bridge by Barr, and it allows him to escape the wrist lock and come up with a hammer lock on Mike George. Splendid work by Jesse Barr. Mike George caught in the hammerlock of Jesse Barr. Barr trying to get that little something extra with that hammerlock to punish Mike George. Yanking out the arm, jerking the tendons, but George grabs the hair of Barr and slams Barr head first into the top turnbuckle. Then George makes sure that Barr stays in that corner for Buzz Tyler. Tyler lifts Barr. Body slam by the 313-pounder. Flying elbow drop by Tyler. Here comes the Bruiser. And Tyler's pulled off a Barr. Barr pitched into the corner where Mike George's knee is up. Look at Tyler. Take a look at the Bruiser. And the Bruiser says, anytime. Barr pitched to the ropes. Oh, Jesse Barr nails George with a kick and then tags the Bruiser. The Bruiser bangs a fist to the head of Mike George. There's the knee of Jesse Barr again. George grabs Barr. The Bruiser rams George's head into Jesse Barr. And now the Bruiser pats Jesse Barr on the head. Well, I had to use you when I found the spot. Jesse Barr groggy, but so is Mike George. The Bruiser, he'll use anything, including his own partner as a battering ram. George pitched into the buckles. And there's the stomach claw. The stomach claw by Dick the Bruiser on Mike George. George doubled up by the Bruiser's stomach claw.
5 minutes have elapsed, 15 minutes left.
Mike George gouges the eyes of the Bruiser. A punch to the head from Mike George. Another blast to the head from George. Mike George, a big opportunity for him right here as he and Tyler against Barr and the Bruiser. Anybody who comes up with any kind of victory over the Bruiser really has something to brag about. The Bruiser muscling up, and he won't let George pitch his head to the top turnbuckle. But George is rammed into that buckle. The Bruiser grabs Mike George's curly hair and slams that head into the buckle once more. The Bruiser goes for the pin. Mike George shoves the Bruiser off. And then George tags Buzz Tyler. The Bruiser's more than anxious and ready. Tyler, he is big. He almost dwarfs the Bruiser. And now Tyler complaining about the Bruiser trying to rip his tights. Just think what would happen if the Bruiser got a hold of Ric Flair's one of his robes. He'd rip that thing to smithereens. Of course, according to Ric Flair, the Bruiser doesn't have the kind of class needed to wear a robe like Ric Flair does. Look at the Bruiser staring into the eyes of Buzz Tyler as they test strength. A kick to the stomach. Another kick to the midsection from Dick the Bruiser. The world's most dangerous wrestler. Down goes Tyler. Tyler squirms about, tries to come up. The Bruiser has tremendous power. You ought to see him on a bench press. Tyler. The Bruiser says to Jesse Barr, "I'm bringing him to you, kid." And that's why he brought him here. That's great, says the Bruiser. Well, Jesse Barr has the amateur credentials, he has the fundamentals, and Dick the Bruiser is going to teach him about a few other things that'll come in handy in professional wrestling wars. Jesse Barr reaches over the Bruiser and belts Tyler. Tyler having a fit, but as long as the Bruiser has those hands locked, there's not a whole lot Tyler can do. Tag is made to Jesse Barr, and the Bruiser leaves that wrist lock right there for Jesse. Barr giving away more than 80 pounds, almost 90 pounds to Tyler. Down goes Buzz Tyler. And that shows that 90 pounds is not all that big a difference if you know how to handle leverage, how to handle balance, as Jesse Barr did in that instance. It's a double wrist lock now by Barr on Buzz Tyler. Tyler grabs the tights, pulls Barr to the corner. Here comes Mike George, and oh, Tyler hanging on to Barr. Barr, no way to defend himself, but he battles back gamely. Down goes Jesse Barr after a punch to the head, and the Bruiser stalks that apron restlessly. Mike George on the attack against Jesse Barr. Body slam from George, a hard body slam. That one stung. Knee drop to the chest, trying to knock the wind out of Barr. Here comes the Bruiser. Barr didn't need the help, but the Bruiser was there just in case. And now the Bruiser, Lee Warren, nearly square off, but the Bruiser keeps his cool and goes out of the ring at Warren's suggestion.
I tell you, it's not like the Bruiser. We've gone almost 8.5 minutes, and he has been so calm, cool, collected.
Well, he's trying to help the youngster Jesse Barr handle himself inside that ring. He's given him advice. He's tried to involve him in the offense of the match. And Barr's done quite well, but right now he's in trouble, and Dick the Bruiser knows it. Barr in trouble, trying to get over to make that tag, but Buzz Tyler doesn't let him get there. A punch right to the jaw by Tyler. That size of Tyler and of Mike George paying off. Barr trying to go between the legs, but Tyler stopped him by grabbing the tights, and then he tags Mike George, who kicks Jesse Barr in the ribs. The Bruiser reaching over for the tag that never came, not that time. Knee lift by George, puts Jesse Barr down. Good move by Jesse Barr, nice trip, but it's not quite enough. The Bruiser can't quite get to the tag with Jesse Barr. Here comes Buzz Tyler. Tyler and George tagging regularly and quickly right now. Barr trapped in that ring. He has not been able to get over to the Bruiser for the last few minutes. Another punch, or is it a chop? Was it a chop to the throat by Buzz Tyler? Barr is yanked over by Tyler. Tyler covers Barr. Here comes the Bruiser again. No chance at a pin. And the Bruiser pounds on the head of Buzz Tyler. Here comes George after the Bruiser. George and Tyler pounding on the Bruiser.
10 minutes have elapsed, 10 minutes left.
The Bruiser having come to Jesse Barr's rescue. Barr wants to make a tag, but the Bruiser wasn't there. Now the Bruiser shoves Barr at Tyler, but Barr is still a little bit groggy, and he wasn't able to fight back, although he's trying with a lot of spunk and a lot of spirit to get over to the Bruiser. Jesse Barr still caught in that ring. He's giving it his best shot, but he's been double teamed a lot by two bigger men. George lifts Barr. Greco-Roman back body drop. That could be it. That could spell the finish for Jesse Barr. George covers Barr. Here comes the Bruiser. Barr pitches George off without help, but the Bruiser again was there if he was needed. Jesse Barr taking a battering now from Tyler and George. The crowd yells at Barr, make the tag. He tries to get to the Bruiser, but Tyler cuts him off just short. Side saddle suplex by Buzz Tyler. He goes for the pin. There's the Bruiser to the rescue again. He knocks Tyler off a bar before the referees chase the Bruiser to the corner. Mike George with that knee up. And Jesse Barr took it right in the head. Barr is in trouble. No doubt about that now. Jesse Barr needs a tag. He's tried with everything he's got, with all the determination in the world. But I'll tell you, two guys like George and Tyler are pretty hard to handle for anyone. Barr trying to get to the Bruiser. Can't make it again. George lifts Barr into the air and then slams him down on his back. A type of backbreaker, a type of body slam by George. Barr lifted up by Mike George, and Lee Warren chases Dick the Bruiser back to his corner. Barr's head slammed into the mat. Tag made to Tyler. George cuts off Barr so he can't get to the Bruiser, and then Tyler flails away at Barr from behind. It's like a volcano in this corner. You can just see the Bruiser seething, steaming, ready to explode. But he can't get the chance to make that tag with his partner, Jesse Barr. Barr slammed into the turnbuckle again by Tyler. Tyler wants another tag. The Bruiser steps into the ring. He charges into that corner, trying to help his partner, trying to keep George off of Barr. The Bruiser pounds on George. Tyler pushed to the corner by Jesse Barr. Both men in headlocks. And George rammed headfirst into the head of Buzz Tyler. Make the tag, yells the Bruiser. Barr takes time for a drop kick. And then Barr charges over and tags the Bruiser. He's in there legally now. Dick the Bruiser goes to the stomach on Mike George, pounding away with short jabs. George tags Buzz Tyler. The Bruiser there to grab Tyler. George stays in that ring too. They try to double team the Bruiser. Jesse Barr catches George with a shot in the midsection. The Bruiser yells at Jesse Barr, grab George. Give him a taste of their own medicine, yells the Bruiser. He grabs Tyler by the hair. George grabs the hair again. George and Tyler slam together as Dick the Bruiser takes command of that ring. He's the king of the hill right now. Outside goes Buzz Tyler. The Bruiser going out after him. He grabs Tyler and slams him into the ring steps. The Bruiser again slamming Tyler into the steps. Dick the Bruiser, look out, he's coming our way. Buzz Tyler being slammed into the press table by Dick the Bruiser. Jesse Barr cautions the Bruiser to watch out for the count. The Bruiser shoves Buzz Tyler into the ring. We have blood splattered all over our table here at ringside. Apparently Buzz Tyler has suffered some sort of cut, either his nose or his mouth. There's blood all over the table here at ringside, and now blood pouring from the nose of Buzz Tyler. The Bruiser has opened up the nose of Tyler when he slammed him into the press table. Jesse Barr's knees up there when the Bruiser wants it, and the Bruiser mounts the ropes. The Bruiser crawling up for the atomic drop. The crowd screams, they're standing, and the Bruiser scores with the atomic drop. Dick the Bruiser forces down the shoulders of Buzz Tyler. The count of 1, 2, 3, that's it. Dick the Bruiser and Jesse Barr went from Buzz Tyler and Mike George. The Bruiser ripping on the bloody nose of Tyler. Barr and George battering each other. The referee's trying to restore some order. Tyler, the bloody Buzz Tyler, knocked out of the ring. Mike George battering Jesse Barr, and then the Bruiser chases Mike George out. Buzz Tyler, a bloody mess. Compliments of Dick the Bruiser as Mike George helps his partner to the dressing room. It's the Bruiser and Jesse Barr. After the atomic drop of Dick the Bruiser, they're the winners, and here's MikEz.
In 14 minutes and 59 seconds, the winner of the bout, Jesse Barr and Dick the Bruiser.
This is the tattooed madman Psycho Mike. And if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
I've seen your stupid videos. Actually, I'm lying. I haven't seen your stupid videos. I've heard about your stupid videos. From me to you, go fuck yourself.
Here. There was no one bigger when it mattered less. The man with the perfect face for radio. The tattooed madman psycho, Mike.
Beta here. Check it out. You're listening to Psycho Mike's Masters of Mayhem Underground Radio. Broadcasting live, online, and worldwide from Cleveland, Ohio. That guy plays anything and everything. And he likes the rest of my family. Even Meg. So we can't be all bad. I bring to you the man with the perfect face for radio. The part-time crazy, 100% psycho, the tattooed madman, Psycho Mike.